The first thing I noticed this morning was the quiet, not the empty kind, but the full kind. The kind where the wind moves gently through leaves, where water hums its soft rhythm, where even the sunlight feels like it's speaking. I stepped barefoot into the backyard, into the space I was slowly shaping, my little oasis. The koi pond shimmered ahead of me, its surface catching the early light like glass. Beneath it, flashes of orange and white drifted lazily, as if the fish themselves understood I was still learning. There was no rush when you were exactly where you meant to be. The swing frame stood unfinished beside the pond, just wood, screws, and an idea. At least that's what it looked like to someone else. But to me, it was already something more. I could see completed in my mind. A place to sit, to breathe, to listen, just to be. I picked up my tools, feeling their weight in my hands. These hands, not perfect, not always steady, but capable, strong, given. And in that moment, it hit me again. The quiet truth I keep rediscovering. I've been given the ability to create, not just to imagine, but to bring things into existence. I stood working, measuring, tightening, adjusting. Each moment felt intentional, almost like a rhythm I was stepping into rather than forcing. The wood creaked softly as it settled into place. I found myself smiling, not because it was easy, but because it felt right. Every now and then, I pause, look at the pond, listen to the birds, feel the breeze pass over my skin. In those pauses, I felt close to him, close to the Creator, not in a distant, unreachable way, but in a quiet partnership, as if he was saying, I gave you this, now build. By midday, the swing was hanging. I tested it carefully, easing my weight onto it. It held. A little smile slipped out of me, the kind that comes when something simple works exactly the way you hoped it would. I let myself sway gently, the pond just beneath my feet, the garden around me, flowers, soil, life in all its form, some of it wild, some of it shaped by my hands, all of it connected. Later, I moved into the garden bed, pulling weeds, turning soil, tending to what was growing. There's something humbling about it, working with the earth. You can't force growth. You can only create the conditions for it. And maybe that's part of a lesson too. I don't control everything, but I've been given the ability to shape, to nurture, to build something meaningful out of what's been placed in front of me. By the time the sun began to dip, the space felt different. Not finished, but alive. The swing moved softly in the breeze. The pond reflected the sky in shades of gold and blue. The garden stood a little neater, a little more cared for, and I stood there in the middle of it, hands dirty, body tired, but heart full. This wasn't just a backyard anymore. It was a reflection of peace, of purpose, of a gift I'm still learning to fully understand. These hands, they're more than just hands. They're tools of creations. And even when they ache, even when they feel worn and tired, they still move. They still build. They still bring life into the things I imagine. So I pause, Breathe it all in and whispered a quiet prayer. Thank you, Creator, for these hands. Thank you for the strength you've given me, even when they hurt. Thank you for trusting me to create, to shape, to care. And thank you for being with me in every moment I use them. There comes a moment, quiet, almost easy to miss, when you realize something powerful. You were never empty. You were never without purpose. You were never lacking the need to begin, because placed inside of you from the very beginning was a gift. Not always loud, not always obvious, but present. Maybe it's in your hands, the way you build, shape, fix, and create. Maybe it's in your mind. The ideas come alive before anything exists. Or maybe it's in your heart, the way you care, nurture, and bring peace into spaces that need it. Whatever it is, it has given to you by God. And here's the truth many people overlook. A gift unused doesn't disappear, but it does wait. So if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. Start where you are, use what you have, trust the one who gave it to you. Pick up a tool, write the idea down, plant the seed, build a thing, speak the words. Whatever your gift looks like, let it move. Because someone, somewhere, is going to be impacted by what you create when you finally say yes. And when you feel doubt creep in, when you wonder if you're capable, when your hands feel tired or your heart feel unsure, remember this. The same God who gave you the gift will also give you the strength. So use it. And watch what can grow from what you already carry inside.